all they're doing, and just ask that you bless this project. Hello and welcome, Qualfon family, Fun at Work. My name is Brenda Sharman and I'm very honored to be here presenting this workshop titled Beauty Inside and Out. You are part of an amazing company that is concerned not only with your performance at work, but with you personally. They are truly interested in each and every one of you, and they want you, wherever you are, Guyana, the Philippines, Mexico, or the US, to feel valued, respected, and appreciated. So today, we are going to talk about beauty, what others see on the outside, as well as the beauty that comes from the inside, from your heart, which I believe is the most important kind of beauty to possess. We're also going to discuss how we're all influenced by the images we see on a daily basis through advertising and the media. We're also going to discuss some fashion tips to ensure that we are dressing with dignity and respect in the workplace. So, as we get started, I wanted to play a quick video introduction for you that will tell you a little bit more about me and my background.
Brenda Sharman has worked as one of the Southeast's busiest professional models and commercial actresses for more than 20 years, appearing in catalogs, magazines, TV commercials, fashion shows, and ad campaigns for clients from coast to coast. In 1990, she was crowned Miss Georgia USA in the first pageant she ever entered, and success just kept coming. Brenda finished in the top 6 in that year's Miss USA pageant and was sent to represent the United States in the Miss Flower Queen pageant in Osaka, Japan. Competing against women from 36 countries, Brenda won the crown. In 1991, Brenda married the man of her dreams, Steve Sharman, who was also a professional model and commercial actor. Together, they've enjoyed representing everything from hotels and spas to golf courses and clothing catalogs. After growing up in an agnostic family, Brenda's search for God began during her pregnancy with her first son, Stephen, in 1995. The miracle and gift of motherhood led Brenda to a personal search for spiritual truth. Her 4-year search led her to giving her life to Christ in 1999, and her world was forever changed. As 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, "If anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, and the new has come." With her change of heart came a change in professional direction as she sought to become a woman of God and no longer a woman of the world. Brenda's eyes were open to the indecency and immodesty of our modern culture, and she decided that she wanted to be a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. In 2006, Brenda became the founding national director of Pure Fashion, a program that encourages purity of heart, mind, and body for teen girls. Pure Fashion is now impacting thousands of people around the world and getting the message out from fashion magazines to news magazines to radio, television, and the internet that this movement is all about promoting the authentic beauty of women and the dignity of every human person.
Tonight on Nightline, girls gone mild. Skirt too short, jeans too tight, sounds like a fight you've had with your tween. Well, you're not alone, but one former pageant queen is on a Christian crusade to change teen culture one outfit at a time.
It's very countercultural, so it takes a girl who's very brave and gutsy.
We really believe that women have a lot more to share and offer the world than being just hot and sexy.
It is very skimpy. There's a lot of flesh being shown where it doesn't need to be shown, and a lot of things are revealed that should be concealed.
Unfortunately, the most risque clothing in the mall is in the junior department.
It is.
I also think that women could change the world if we just get dressed all the way.
Yeah.
As women and young ladies living in a culture that bombards our senses, we must acquire virtue.
By promoting virtue in young ladies, Brenda understands that young men will be positively impacted as well, and we can begin to change the direction of our world and live lives that are pleasing to God. Please welcome the national spokesperson for Pure Fashion, Mrs. Brenda Sharman.
As you just saw, I've been in the beauty business for most of my life, and I can tell you from personal experience that all of us women have to fight the temptation to become overly concerned about the way we look on the outside. The pressure is felt by all of us. We admire beautiful movie stars, pop stars, musicians. We buy this makeup to look beautiful or wear these clothes to be fashionable, and we feel pressured to look a certain way even in our bathing suits. It's true. We are bombarded with images of ideal beauty. And what's worse, we are force-fed these images of ideal beauty alongside images that are overtly sexual. Advertisers would have us believe that if we're not young and beautiful and hot and sexy, that our life has no value. Well, I disagree with that. We were created for much more than just looking hot and sexy. But unfortunately, sometimes we women spend our lives not loving ourselves because of the way we look. We feel like we're not valuable unless we look a certain way or fit a certain mold. Or guys, you might feel like you have no value unless you have six-pack abs. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we weren't all created to look the same. And we are not supposed to be perfect like the magazines and pictures. We are all like different flowers in God's garden of souls. We're various shapes, sizes, colors, but we're all beautiful and we're all different. Yes, sometimes the women we see in advertisements are very beautiful. Well, good for them. But remember, don't hate yourself or them if you don't look like them. You have a unique beauty that is all your own, and you should embrace that. We were not all meant to look like 20-year-old cover models. And if you do look like a 20-year-old cover model right now, enjoy it right now, because beauty is fleeting. It won't stay the same. You won't look like that in 20 or 30 years. So embrace who you are and the age you are, and accept and love yourself just as you are. Besides, I believe that beauty is an opinion, not a fact. It's truly in the eye of the beholder. So today, I want to challenge you to see yourself as beautiful, just as God created you. We are told in Holy Scripture that, quote, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." And in almost all of the world's faith traditions, we can find similar references. God gives each of us different gifts and talents and ways to share our personal beauty with the world. Maybe you can sing or dance or play an instrument, or perhaps you have some kind of artistic or creative talent. I want to invite you to find your gift and use it to bring beauty into the world. And the best way to bring beauty into the world is by loving and caring for other people. There really is no better beauty feature than having a loving and kind heart. A wise woman once gave advice on how to be more beautiful. And she said, if you want to be more beautiful, love more. If you want to be more beautiful, love more. As I was mentioning before, don't become obsessed with the perfect images you see in magazines. 99% of all the pictures in magazines are photoshopped and perfected to an unrealistic level. It's natural to have freckles or lines or blemishes or moles and even pores on your face. Even cover models themselves know this. The famous supermodel Cindy Crawford once said, "I wish I looked like Cindy Crawford." So take a look at this funny video I found to share with you all about the magic of retouching.
Introducing the next revolution in beauty. Get ready to experience a whole new you.
It's you, perfected.
Say goodbye to fine lines and wrinkles and hello to full lips, sparkling eyes, and lashes that never end. And that's just the beginning. Transform your look the way celebrities do with this beauty industry secret that's now available for the first time ever. Introducing Photoshop by Adobe. Finally look the way you've always dreamed. The difference is clear. Just one application of Photoshop can give you results so dramatic, they're almost unrealistic. Use Healing Brush to target blemishes at their source by simply erasing them. ProPixel Intensifying Botanical Hydrojargon Microbead Extract infused with nutritive volumizing technology will leave your face virtually unrecognizable.
My skin feels like plastic.
Take control of your color with Hue Saturation. Use this breakthrough formula to change hair, skin color, brighten eyes, whiten teeth, even adjust your race. Tired of fighting with your shape? Wish you could be a total knockout? Dial in the perfect you with Liquify. Reshape your body without the expense and mess of surgery. Why eat healthy and exercise when you can just look like you do? And the best part is,
It won't rub off.
the results don't lie. Pictures like this are all Photoshop. The celebrity beauty secret used in virtually every major magazine is now available to you. You don't have to rely on a healthy body image or self-respect anymore.
Now that's the power of Photoshop.
There's only one way to look like a real cover girl. Photoshop by Adobe.
Maybe she's born with it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Photoshop.
So don't be fooled by what you're seeing in the magazines. But to me, I think one of the most beautiful women of our time was Blessed Mother Teresa. She had such an amazing, self-sacrificing, loving heart that impressed people around the world. She had true beauty that helped change people's lives for the better. This is the type of beautiful spirit that we should all strive to cultivate. Mother Teresa saw dignity and value in every single person, even in the poorest of the poor. But sometimes people don't believe in their own value. They don't realize their own worth, which reminds me of a story about the Spencer family from Australia. There was a boy named Roy Spencer who lived in Queensland, Australia, and he found a large, interesting black crystal back in 1938. He showed it to his father, Henry Spencer, who was a sapphire miner. But Henry wasn't impressed with his son's find, so his dad thought that this stone would make a good doorstop. It stayed there in their home as a doorstop for nearly a decade until the Spencer family found out that their doorstop was a black sapphire, 1,156 carats. Well, Henry Spencer eventually sold this precious stone to a buyer from Los Angeles for $17,000. Henry was very happy and he was able to buy his family a new home. However, the new owner realized what the rough stone could become, and he finally cut it into the brilliant oval-shaped 733 carat stone it is today. In 1947, that stone was valued at $1 million. Today, the estimated value of that stone, that doorstop, is $88 million. Think of all the times that Henry Spencer's family went through that doorway, not realizing they had a huge black sapphire right there. Henry Spencer's doorstop became one of the most famous jewels in all of the world, the Black Star of Queensland. And ladies and gentlemen, you are worth more and have more value than that precious stone. You are more valuable than $88 million. Each of us are. In the eyes of God and probably in front of your family, you are priceless and irreplaceable. So, when we come to know and appreciate our own value, this will certainly influence how we live, how we speak, and what words we choose. As you know, your words are very powerful at Qualfon as a contact center. Your words are the core of your business. It's important to choose your words wisely, avoiding language that isn't dignified or respectful, even if it might be cool on the street or in the movies. Some slang words don't reflect your dignity or who you are. So, what I'd like to discuss now is how we can dress with respect and dignity when we're at work. Here are 6 fashion tips to help you look great and feel great when you're at the office. Number 1, always remember that what we wear sends a message. Like it or not, what we wear says a lot about who we are or how we're feeling, where we're going, and what our goal is for the day. For the workplace, men should wear pants and shirts that are clean and pressed and look professional. Ladies have more choices with skirts, pants, blazers, and blouses, but regardless of the choice, it should always reflect dignity and discretion. Make sure your clothing sends the message that you are professional, respectful, and worthy of trust. Our second fashion tip is to remember that men and women look at fashion differently. Sometimes women might buy short shorts or a mini skirt and think that they're cute. But honestly, most men wouldn't use the word cute when they see a woman in a micro mini skirt. Clothing that is too tight, too short, too low cut, or too revealing might be a fashion trend, but it's not appropriate in a working environment. Take a look at this funny clip which confirms what I'm saying about how men and women look at fashion very differently.
All studies say men and women equally intelligent, but I believe women have figured out how to use more of their brains. I don't know how you do it, but you do. I know my wife makes more decisions before 7 in the morning than I have to make all day. I found this out the first time I went shopping for women's shoes with my new wife, and that's when I found out that women don't just have shoes. Men just have shoes. If it goes at the end of my leg, it's called a shoe. That's the only name for it. Women don't have a single pair of shoes. They have subcategories for every change in footwear. Women have pumps and clogs and flats and slings and heels and open-toed and mules and spikes and flip-flops and strappy sandals and scrunchy boots and stilettos and wedges and T-straps, and don't forget espadrilles. Men have no idea what these are. It's a code they use to keep us out of the conversation. A man doesn't know a pump from a flat. All a man knows is when you got a flat, you need a pump.
Tip number 3. When you are casual at work, remember to still keep it professional. Your clothing sends a message, and it's always important to convey a sense of respect for yourself and others when you're at work. Clothing doesn't have to be expensive, but it should always be clean, tailored, and professional. This will help you look and feel your best. Now, the 4th tip. I'm sure that no one at Qualfon is revealing their undergarments at work, but I have to mention this because many young people have forgotten that our underwear should never become outerwear. This includes men's underwear and women's bra straps or items that look like lingerie. Remember, you can dress trendy, but always keep it tasteful. And our 5th fashion tip, ladies, try using a 4-finger rule to help you determine if a neckline or hemline is appropriate for work. To do this, just put your 4 fingers together like this and place them on your collarbone. Necklines don't really need to plunge much lower than 4 fingers or 4 inches from your collarbone. You can also use this same estimate with skirts being not more than 4 inches above your kneecap. Sometimes women's clothing styles can be very revealing, and it's important for ladies to dress in a discreet manner so that others aren't distracted by our body parts. Ladies, when you're at the office, remember, cover your cleavage, cover your thighs. You're dressing for work, not for the guys. Overall, the most important thing to remember when getting dressed for work is that decency, elegance, and discretion are always in style, regardless of who you are or where you live. I love the example we have nowadays with Prince William and Princess Kate from England. I think the entire world admires their sense of style, which is always tasteful and classy. It was said that the wedding of William and Kate was the most watched television event in the history of mankind. People from every part of the world tuned in to watch them be married. And what an elegant, beautiful celebration it was. Universally, we were attracted to the beauty and the glamour, the grace of the day's events. Kate was beautiful without being flashy. She was elegant and tasteful. She looked pretty, but not provocative. I think that their elegance and sophistication provides a great reference for all of us when we're thinking about style and who we might want to imitate. This next video I wanted to share with you is beauty secrets from the world-famous actress named Audrey Hepburn. She made movies back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s that were admired by people worldwide. So enjoy this and watching Audrey Hepburn's beauty tips. So thank you again for your time and attention today. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and I also hope that you feel confident that our true beauty is not found in what we look like on the outside, but it's found in our hearts. The mission of Qualfon is for each of you in Guyana, the Philippines, Mexico, or US to reach your full potential. We have a call, a specific vocation, a beautiful one, and that's why we are here. Remember, if you want to be more beautiful, love more. God bless you all.